Have you noticed how transactional our conversations have become? Like this, you say, I had such a busy week last week, and they say, you're not kidding, I couldn't believe how slammed I was. What just happened was that your opportunity to share and be heard was just stolen by the other person's need to make it about them. It was a conversation switchback. All of us do this every day in lots of conversations. Why do we do this? I think somewhere in our youth, our parents told us that in order to keep a conversation going and make a connection, you need to find common ground. The best way to do that is to talk about how you relate to them and share something about you. But sometimes it can feel like a conversational tug of war and neither feels listened to. So how do we become better conversational partners? One easy way you can practice in your very next conversation is this. Ask a follow-up question. Let's take the example I shared earlier where someone says, I had such a busy week last week. Rather than sacking the quarterback and stealing the ball, what if you said, I'm curious, what was it that made your week so busy? The other person may pause and reflect on their answer because this is not the typical response. Their thought hasn't been hijacked and they're invited to say more. How interesting could it be to hear what caused their busy week? It could open up another question or some insight that will be helpful to that person, all because of a little curiosity and desire to create some conversational space. This is one small deposit in your relational bank account with this person. When it comes to building trust and rapport in a relationship, presence is key. I believe being present is a game-changing differentiator in our fast and frenetic world. We have become used to soundbite conversations as our busyness keeps us disconnected and detached from those around us. So here's my invitation to you. Let's call it a social experiment. In your very next conversation, ask a follow-up question. Listen so that you are present and focused on them, not so that you can insert yourself and your stories into the conversation. Resist the urge to do a conversation switchback. See what happens. Be curious. You may learn something about them and give them a beautiful gift of your presence. Ask a follow-up question, stay curious, and see what you are able to create. And then share your outcome in the comments below.